Start the music.
Ain't shady, baby, I'm hot like the prodigal son. Big up Bartolini, meeny, money, mo, and flower, you're the chosen one.
Stand by, Steve.
Sun is just coming up. Everything looks really calm here right now. We're looking at pretty glassy water. Look at this. I think this is a pretty good start to the day here. This is going to be TOKO's biggest trip probably in like 13 years, maybe even longer. We are taking off for Oceanside. I got Cody, Steve, and Marcus coming down. Should be about a 6-hour cruise. We're looking at seas from the west at about 3 to 4 feet, the swells at a 13-second interval, which should be kind of like the edge of comfortable. We're excited to check out how some of the upgrades we've made have done, particularly the autopilot, and yeah, just to be out there on the water for more than a couple hours at a time. We're vlogging the whole way, by the way. Captain's log. It is, I don't know what time it is, probably about 8 o'clock. We're waiting on Marcus, had to go get his sunglasses. Meanwhile, we have Cody, 8:17, Steve, engine's warming up, all systems are go. It's official, we're underway, making way, up to cruising speed, cruising temp, everything's looking good. Check out this water. Glassy, there is nobody out here right now. We got the whole bay to ourselves. See you later, San Diego. Hasta la pasta.
You're the chosen one. Well, your left hand's free. Well, my left hand's free. Well, my left hand's free.
We've been out here for about 5 hours now. Coming up on 5 hours. A little behind schedule, not making the speed that we had anticipated, but given the conditions, I don't know why we would need to go faster. We've got just about everything we need here. Oceanside's about 15 miles away. What more could you really be asking for?
Hey, what do I do if the captain is drunk and the winds are too much? He's out looking for something and maybe it's love.
We've entered the 6th hour, which was supposed to be the last one of this voyage on paper, and we've still got about 6 miles. Well, that's an estimate. Maybe 7 or 8 miles still to go. So looking at about another hour and a half, which is not such a big deal. We have arrived in Oceanside. We got a nice spot, backed her in, and the sun is starting to go down. Well, it's already down, but got the Christmas lights on. Got Marcus staying and watch on board, and we're gonna go for a little walk, check out Oceanside, come back and get back on the grill for some dinner. It's the first morning after. We're here in Oceanside, and just have a look. It's beautiful out here. If I didn't know any better, I'd think we're in Montana because it's about 11 degrees outside. But we're expecting Mr. Sunshine to change that for us.
What can I do? What can I do? What do I do? It's already done. We spun gold into was dry. We saw more than enough when we touched. Do we feel? Have we tasted too much when we speak of the devil? Here's what he wants, what can I do? What can I do?
So this has become our evening routine the last couple nights since we pulled in. We had this sweet little spot right here by the Oceanside sign. I don't know if you can read it or not, but right here in the middle of everything, got the Christmas lights on, looking good. And we've just been hanging out here, grilling. Steve, can you open that up real quick? Look at those cows. And sunset over there earlier, and it was really beautiful. It is now the morning of day 3, our last couple hours here in Oceanside. We've had a wonderful little slip here, and a couple of important lessons we learned. One, with the mooring configuration, if you're going to be in a small slip like this and you get back in, usually they're shaped like this. That doesn't work very well. So we made sure we had a spring line that keeps us from going and banging the swim step back here. Also threw out 2 fenders up front to keep the bow from swinging in on that pylon. And then the last note on that is that this stern line we've got pretty much as tight as we can, also to keep the stern from swinging out and pushing the bow in. A couple other lessons learned: if you're going to be using a public toilet, bring your own toilet paper.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come back.
Joe, what do we got to do?
Dude, we gotta come back.
Captain's got business.
Also, if there's no toilet paper in the one you need, you can knock on the door to the women's and say maintenance, and if somebody answers, don't go in there. Also, if there's someone in there, they might not come out. Learned that one last night. This morning is looking like going to be really awesome conditions. The marine forecast is calling for 1 to 2 foot swells with less than 10 knots of wind. Swells coming from the west. We'll be heading kind of southeast, and so that should put the swells off abaft of the beam. So it could be that we are in for some really smashing conditions today. Stay tuned, we'll see what it looks like when we get out there. Until then, we're gonna go grab some tea and some coffee and some muffins and maybe some pastries for breakfast.
Destination, darkness is quite near your feet and sunsets through your ears, and tide is rising, drought is non-existent, since it washed away all the faults that you were facing. Sunset chaser, where's your new location? Searching for a purpose, the truth.
This has been a really fun trip for me. This is the first time I've really been out with TOKO for more than a couple hours at a time for an afternoon. Gone to a different pier, different dock, anything like that. And the last time we've been out was on Estrellas, was Johnny's boat, went up to Oceanside and then across to Catalina. And it's just pretty interesting to see how your mindset changes as a captain versus a deckhand. And really, it's in every part of the trip, from the planning to the preparation, from the underway checks. You know, I'm the one who knows this boat best, so all the engine checks while we're underway or before we left, that's all on me as the captain. And if anything goes wrong, obviously, you can't really rely on your crew members unless, you know, maybe they have a similar boat or whatever. But for the most part, I found myself being a lot more in tune with the conditions and seeing what's going on around us. I check the forecast going into it on the way up. Really every aspect of the game is I'm paying more attention to and I care more about, and I'm trying to maximize and make it the best. It's really fun just to be in the captain's shoes rather than in the crew member's shoes. Every part of it is a little bit different.
Tracks of my tears slipped away. I am weak as I sing this last melody. You set your own rest. Sunny song is my final request. Oh, darling, don't you cry no more. As the sun will soon shine 1,000 times. Don't you worry, dear dark